2, 3, 2. Well, good afternoon, everyone. We welcome you inside of the Beckley-Raleigh County Convention Center. We are courtside here at Dave Barksdale Court. I'm Keith Thompson. Glad you're with us on this Saturday afternoon as the WVU Tech Golden Bears, they're 9-3 on the season, 3-1 in the conference. Will take on the Eagles out of from Alice Lloyd, and the Eagles are 8-1, 3-0 in the conference. John Mills is their head coach. In case you're wondering where in the world Alice Lloyd is, it's in a place called Pippa-Passus, Kentucky. And that's where the Eagles come from. They came in here to play today. This is just this single game, just a women's game today, not a doubleheader women's and men's game, just the one single game. So John Mills, the head coach of Alice Lloyd. Brandon Arnold is the associate head coach, and Mason Schroeder is the assistant coach. For the Golden Bears, the WVU Tech, Roger Hodge is their head coach. Ashley Brown, the assistant coach. And first time that Tech has played here in the Convention Center this season. The home games that they have played so far have all been out at Appalachian Bible College. And Tech 9-3 on the season. So they're coming in here to play for the first time this year. Let's look back. The last game that Tech played was a loss 102-39 at Youngstown State, and that was on December the 6th. Prior to that, they lost at the University of Rio Grande 91-68. And we'll take on Alice Lloyd here, who, like I said, they are 8-1 on the season, 3-0 in conference play. Both teams are out. Tech, of course, wearing their home gold and blue, and Alice Lloyd will be wearing the dark blue and white uniforms. They're lined up over to the right. Tech still shooting and loosening up over to our right as well. So we'll have our national anthem. We'll get the introduction to players, and we'll get this thing underway. We're back after this on Video Productions.
Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia High School athletics and our area student athletes. Beckley Auto Mall, with 3 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley, 2723 Old Bluefield Road in Princeton, and 368 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes, a winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
At Window World in Beckley, we know windows.
Did you know that Window World has sold over 3 million windows nationwide?
That's a lot of windows and a lot to satisfy customers.
Choose from picture, bay, bow, sliding, and double hung windows and more.
Our windows are backed by the Good Housekeeping Seal of Approval, and we have a lifetime warranty.
There's never been a better time than now to buy windows.
Call Window World today, 1-800-NEXT-WINDOW for your free estimate.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
national anthem prior to the start of the game this afternoon. Across the way, getting ready for a presentation of some sort, we understand. That'll happen out at center court. Roger Hodge and Ashley Brown.
We have a special recognition for Faith Silva.
So a special presentation for Faith Silva. And that was her 1,000th point, assuming is what they're saying.
And hope that this is the first again. Thanks, Faith.
All right. Echoing around in here, the PA system, so at times you can't understand exactly what they're saying. Kenny Howell on PA today. Bobby Smith is running the clock. Rita Burleson on the book. Kenny Burleson spotting and on the shot clock. Nick Eskins is our producer. I'm Keith Thompson. We're glad that you are with us this afternoon. And the Eagles will be introduced first. It'll be 6'1" senior Bailey Brainerd, followed by 5'8" senior Tori Hampton, 6' junior Madison Thompson, 5'5" senior Hannah Cash, and 5'6" sophomore Katie Jo Moore. The starting lineup for the Eagles of Alice Lloyd. They're 8-1 on the season, 3-0 in conference play. John Mills is their head coach. And it is unusually warm in here this afternoon. Usually it's not this warm, but they've got it cranked up pretty good today. It's Alice Lloyd on our right. Now Tech will be introduced. And the players will run out. And we'll see who Roger Hodge. Faith Silva, 5'6" junior from Alamogordo, New Mexico. And Kavisha Johnson, 5'6" sophomore from Charleston, South Carolina, will be the second starter. Alyssa Taylor, 5'10" senior out of Bremen, Georgia, is the third starter. Valea Yazzie, 5'4" junior, is the fourth starter. And the last starter will be Alva Hedrich, 6'2" and a freshman from Munich, Germany. So it'll be Silva, Johnson, Taylor, Yazik, and Hedrick, the starting five for the Golden Bears, the WVU Tech, as they all make their way out. Tech wearing the old gold and blue colors today. Tech written across the front, big numbers on the back, pants outlined in blue. And I think we're about ready to get this one underway. Tech breaks huddle. The Eagles are already on the floor, and they're navy and white. 8-1 versus 9-3. And the jump will be Alva Hedrich. And she'll go up against Madison Thompson. So 6'2" versus 6 foot. I think everybody is counted for. Both teams have 5 players on the floor. Tech will be going from left to right, or if you're familiar with the convention center here in Beckley, it's from the open end. And now we're ready. We got all the clocks and everything set where they're supposed to be. And it is now time for the jump, and we'll get this one underway in the convention center. Tip is controlled by Alice Lloyd into the hands of Hannah Cash, the 5'5" senior. Looks over to her right, works over to the left. Now Hannah dumps the ball down underneath. Turn around, spin move underneath. Shot is up. Shot is good for Bailey Brainerd. 6'1" sophomore with the first 2 points in the ball game. Now Alice Lloyd has a quick lead and a turnover. And on the steal is Katie Jo Moore. Moore to Hannah Cash. Inside. Looks over to the left side. Down underneath. Will back out. They'll put the ball around to Katie Jo Moore. Moore goes underneath. Double team. Throws the ball away. In an attempt to get the pass over to Madison Thompson on the baseline. And Tech now has the ball from the right elbow. Shot in the air, won't go. Whistle and a foul. And it's going to go on Tech's Alva Hedrich. That'll be her first. And that is the first team foul as well on Tech. 2-0 your score. The Eagles will have the ball. They'll work it over to the right to Katie Jo Moore. Katie Jo calls out the play. Looks, fires the ball baseline deep, going inside, underneath. Whistle, foul called on Tech. It'll be their second team foul. And it's going to be the first on Kavisha Johnson, the sophomore out of Charleston, South Carolina. So that is her first team foul, or first personal foul, second team foul. Of course, in women's college basketball, 2 10-minute quarters. So we've been hanging on this 2-0 score for the last minute or so. And Tech trying to tie the game. They'll get the ball down underneath, and then they'll kick it back out to Alyssa Taylor. Taylor down inside to Hedrich. Turnaround shot won't go. Rebound fought for underneath. Jump ball, possession, error points to the Golden Bears. 8:38 to go. First quarter, 2-0. Alice Lloyd has the lead. And the inbound shot in the air is no good. Ball is tipped around, put back up off of the glass, won't go. Rebound will be taken away by the Eagles. It'll be Hannah Cash, the 5'5" senior. Hannah dribbles with her right hand, calls out the play. Now goes inside, bounce pass left side. They'll go up to the top. Back again on the left side, down underneath. Back out, nice passing job by the Eagles as they'll work the ball back over. Now to Hannah Cash again. Hannah Cash dribbles inside, shot for Cash in the air. No good. Hedrich on the rebound. And the outlet to Faith Silva. Silva with her left hand in the paint. Off balance shot is up off of the front of the rim, won't go. Rebound taken away by Tori Hampton, the 5'8" senior. Tori will put the ball into the hands of Cash over on the right side. Hannah with the basketball. Now works it between the rings. Looks around, Tech and a man defense. Top side, they'll go to Brainerd. Down underneath, shot spins around. It is up and good for Bailey Brainerd. And that is her fourth point, and that makes it 4-0. Tech now with the ball underneath. Hedrich's shot is up, hangs on the rim. The 6'2" freshman from Munich, Germany, gets her first 2 points, and Tech is on the board. Trailing by a couple, 4-2. 7 minutes, 12 seconds to go. First quarter, long three. Tori Hampton won't go, and the rebound is taken away by the Golden Bears. Kavisha Johnson down underneath, pass knocked loose, picked up by the Eagles. Up the court, it'll be Katie Jo Moore. Katie Jo Moore to Cash. Cash, right side, over to Madison Thompson. Shot won't go from Madison, goes out of bounds. Last touching Alva Hedrich. Alyssa Taylor has checked out of the ball game, and Janiah Berry comes into the ball game for the Golden Bears. Trailing 4-2. Straight away three upstairs. Nope, we're going to call it a long two. And that makes the score 6-2. Tech trailing by 4. Spins around, and that one will fall for Faith Silva from 3. Cuts the lead down to 1 point, 6-5. Tech trailing, 6:13 to go. First quarter. And the Eagles with the ball. Good job of outside passing. Good job on defense, not letting them get inside. Now Cash goes baseline, tries to throw the pass, bounces it over to Braley Vineyard. And we'll see the 3-point instant replay that goes down for Faith Silva. Instant replay brought to you by Little General Stores. 5:53 to play in the first. Tech down by 1, chance to take the lead, and they'll lose it out of bounds. And the ball will go back over to the Eagles. Cash comes out of the game. And let's see who's coming in. It'll be Hannah McColmson, 5'10" junior, will take the place of Hannah Cash. So one Hannah in for another Hannah. And the Eagles with the ball. And they'll have it to McColmson. McColmson works it over to Katie Jo Moore. Shot for Katie Jo Moore for 2 is up and good. And that makes your score 8-5. 3-point lead. Tech with the ball underneath. Hedrich inside out. Baseline. And clean block on the backside as Jalea Yazzie has her shot blocked. And up court will be the Bears. Katie Jo Moore. Right side. Spin move in the paint. Shot is in the air for Katie Jo. Won't go. Rebound is tipped around. And which way do the officials say? They're going to say it belongs to the old gold and blue. So WVU Tech with the ball. 4 minutes, 54 seconds to go. First quarter. 4 10-minute quarters in women's college basketball. Long 3. That one is no good for Faith Silva. Rebound is tipped around and controlled by the Eagles. They'll bring it up court, work it over to the right wing. Over to Shelby Stewart. Shot in the air for 3, no good. Ball is tracked down by Madison Thompson. Thompson back around to Katie Jo Moore. Katie Jo drives underneath, a whistle and a foul, and that's going to go on Tech, and that'll be their 3rd team foul. And fouls on Bishop Johnson. And that is her 2nd team foul. Should be her 2nd. And the ball will be taken away. Find out for sure, but I think that's her 2nd foul. Ball taken away by Tech, and up court will be Faith Silva. Silva turns around, double team, steps away from it, puts the shot up, won't go. Ball picked up by Madison Thompson, 6-foot junior. Dumps the ball up court to Katie Jo Moore. And again to Madison Thompson. Thompson tries to force the pass down inside to Malika May, and the ball is kicked out. Right side 3, up and good. Katie Jo Moore with her 7th point in the game, and it's a 6-point advantage, 11-5. Tech with the ball to Emily Witt. Witt, 5'8", a junior, gets the ball almost taken away. Now she'll work it around. They'll kick it back out over to the right side. And up will be Kavisha Johnson, the sophomore. Drives with her right hand inside. Kick out over to the right. Yazzie for 3. It's strong. Ball is picked up over in the corner by Shelby Stewart. And the Eagles bring the ball up. Stewart for 3. That one rims around, won't go. And Alva Hedrich gets the rebound for Tech. Hedrich to Johnson. Bishop with the ball. Top of the key. Dumps the ball off. Faith Silva for 3. Short. Comes up, bounces around. A rebound will be taken down by Madison Thompson for the Eagles. Alice Lloyd College out of Pippa-Passus, Kentucky. They are 8-1 on the season, 3-0 in conference play, have a half-game lead. Shot is short for the Eagles, and will go out of bounds and stop the clock at 2:32. Kiera Richmond, 5'9" freshman from Shady Spring High School, into the ball game for the first time this afternoon for Tech. We have some other folks have checked back in. for Alice Lloyd. And Tech with the ball. Shania Berry. And we have a foul. Hannah Cash has picked up her first personal, and that is the second team foul on Alice Lloyd. Inbound. Shot is strong. Won't go. Tipped around. And the Eagles come up with it. Hannah Cash with the basketball. Gets around to pick. Now Hannah works the ball over to the right side. Ball is lost. And back around to Tech. Of course, Tech has not played here. This is their normal home court. But for these girls, they have not played here this season because there's been a lot of other things going on. And they've been playing out at Appalachian Bible. Now driving inside. Shot won't go, but a whistle and a foul, and it's going to send Kavisha Johnson up to the foul line. And here's the replay. See Kavisha going inside and hit on the arm, and it'll put her up to the line to shoot two. Johnson, 5'6", sophomore out of Charleston, South Carolina. And she has two coming her way. First shot is up and good for Kavisha. As I said, Tech has been playing out at ABC. And then you come in here and it's a much bigger facility and the shooter's eye is so much different. So it's not like they've got much of advantage when it comes to shooting. Kavisha Johnson knocks down both foul shots, cuts the lead down to 4, 11-7. And Hannah Cash with the ball. Now they'll work it back around over to Torrey Hampton. Deep baseline three for Hannah Cash, no good. Bailey Brainerd steps in, pulls up the rebound. Back over to the right side to Hannah McMullison. McMullison up top to Torrey Hampton, ball taken away. Richmond on the steal, pass down to Emily Witt. Witt off of the glass, it is up and good. 5'8" junior out of South Point, Ohio, cuts the lead down to 2, 11-9. Nice steal, nice defense, good transition. And the two-point shot pays off at the end. 1:10 to go. Cash for three. That one is short. Tech could tie it up or take the lead. Pass down court. Johnson up and good. Kavisha Johnson ties the ball game at 11 apiece. Rebound, long pass down court. And Tech will tie this thing at 11-11. 51 seconds to play in our first quarter. Hannah Cash with the basketball. Hannah hands it off to Torrey Hampton. Hampton back around to Madison Ward. They'll go down underneath. Over to Brayley Brainerd. Brainerd looks, dumps it inside. Ball stolen away by Tech. Golden Bears could take the lead for the first time this afternoon. Richmond's pass, intended underneath, is tipped up and stolen by Hannah McMullison. McColmison, excuse me. With 18 seconds to go in the first. It is Hannah Cash with the basketball. Cash almost loses it, gathers it up, works back around, 8 seconds to go. Cash looks, finds nobody. Now will dump the ball off, 3 seconds to go. They'll put it down underneath to Brainerd, and that will do it. First quarter of play, we are tied at 11 apiece. Tech 11, Alice Lloyd 11. Second quarter coming up after this on Video Productions.
Time is upon us, and Hometown Kia of Beckley wants to make your Christmas red, white, and green this year. Green in savings on a new Kia at Hometown Kia. Reindeer aren't a dependable form of transportation anymore, but an all-new Kia Telluride is. Right now, the staff at Hometown Kia are ready to step up and help Santa make your Christmas bright with a purchase or lease on a new Kia. Don't let the Grinch steal your Christmas savings. Keep that money in your stocking this year. Savings this big won't fit in Santa's bag. So you need to get out to Hometown Kia today or online at hometownkia.com.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, homestyle food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmered chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99, or perfectly golden fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup. Come fill up on favorites without emptying your wallet. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
Welcome back to the Beckley-Raleigh County Convention Center. I'm Keith Thompson. Glad you're with us this afternoon. as we are all tied at 11 apiece as we get ready to start the second quarter. Stats for the first quarter: Tech from the floor, 4 of 15, 26.7%. Alice Lloyd, 5 of 14, 35.7%. Alice Lloyd out-rebounds Tech by 4, 12-8. Alice Lloyd inside, shot hangs on the rim and will fall for Katie Jo Moore. And that, for Katie Jo, is her 7th, 8th, 9th point. And the replay shows Katie Moore getting inside, the ball just hanging there. Tech trailing by 2, Richmond with the ball. And the ball stolen. Eagles up court. Katie Jo Moore once again with the ball. And inside, a whistle and a travel. Bailey Brainerd got committed. And when she started to come down, of course, she'd already committed herself. And the turnover gives the ball back over to Tech. 2-point ball game. Early moments of the second quarter. Left side, shot in the air, won't go. Rebound for Tech underneath. Shot is up, no good. Ball on the floor, second effort and a whistle and a foul. And it's going to send Emily Witt, the 5'8" junior from South Point, Ohio, up to the line. And the personal is going to be called on Bailey Brainerd. And that'll be her first team foul, number 1 in the quarter. Shot is up and good for Emily. So Witt makes this a 1-point affair. 13-12 with 9:04 to play. All tied up at 13 apiece. Emily Witt, 2 foul shots. Tech in the first half of this ball game, a perfect 4 of 4 from the foul line. 13-13 your score, 8:56 to play in the first half. Eagles with the ball, left side. Tech's defense keeping them outside, not able to penetrate, not able to find anybody down underneath. Now from the left elbow, shot is up and good. Count that for Katie Jo Moore. Katie Jo Moore with 4 in this quarter. Left side for Tech. And 11 points altogether for Katie Jo Moore. Down underneath, foul called. And it's going to put Emily Witt at the line. Madison Thompson will be whistled for her first personal. That'll be the second team foul in the second quarter. And it puts Witt at the foul line with a chance to tie the ball game. 15-13 your score. 15-14. Emily Witt with her second foul shot. And that one won't go. So Tech misses their first foul shot of the afternoon. They're 5 of 6 from the foul line. We have a 1-point ball game, 15-14. Eagles with the ball. Inside out. And Tori Hampton travels with the ball. Tori takes an extra step, and the turnover gives Tech the ball back and an opportunity for their first lead in the ball game. We've had a tie, but we have not had Tech leading in the game. So the Golden Bears could lead for the first time right now. And to Riley Scheck. Down underneath to Hedrich, and shot by Hedrich is no good. And the rebound will be taken away by Maddie Thompson. Thompson to Cash. Cash looks around, now dumps the ball down underneath. Brainerd turnaround shot is no good. Gets it over the outstretched arms of Hedrich, who gets the rebound, and Elba will bring it up court. Hedrich looks over to the right on the wing. Yazzie pulls the ball down. Now up to Faith Silva. Back over to Yazzie for 3. No good. Rebound by Madison Thompson. Thompson over to Tori Hampton. Hampton immediately gives it to Katie Jo Moore. And Katie Jo, with 11 points in the game, will work the ball up and give it over to Cash on the right side. Cash drives in, looks, kicks out left side. They'll work back around up to Tori Hampton. Down underneath, Thompson, shot up and good. Madison Thompson, 6-foot junior, her first points in the ball game. The lead is 3, 17-14. And jump ball possession, Golden Bears. Tech 9-3 on the season, 3-1 in the conference. Alice Lloyd 8-1, 3-0 in the conference. And Tech has the ball up to Yazzie. Jalea over to the right side. Johnson thought about the three, now steps inside, drives to the basket. Bishop Johnson with her 6th point in the contest. 17-16. Nice move by Johnson. Makes this a 1-point ball game. Now down underneath, Johnson will come up with the basketball. Yazzie knocks it loose. Johnson down court. And to Faith Silva. And Tech takes their first lead in the ball game as they lead 18-17 with 6:20 to go. And I think we're going to have a look at that replay on the shot. Nope, we're going to have a timeout. And it's 18-17. We'll look at the replay on the shot that gives the lead to the Golden Bears. They're up now by 1 point, 18-17. 6:20 to play. Tech with their first lead in the contest. Biggest lead in the ball game has belonged to Alice Lloyd, and that was 6 points. And that was at the 3-minute 54-second mark in the first quarter. And Tech has been clawing and scratching back into this thing. They've had a couple of ties, and now they take a 1-point lead with 6:20 to play. A couple pretty good teams here in the first half at least. So we'll see if this thing stays that way throughout the contest. Out of the timeout. Now Tech's going to put some pressure on. Alice Lloyd will inbound up to Hannah Cash. And Hannah works the ball over to the right. Now back over to Cash. They'll dump it around to Shelby Stewart. Stewart back over to Hannah Cash. Hannah drives, spins, and a whistle and a travel on Cash. Took an extra step. 18-17. One-point lead. Tech almost throws the ball away. Gathered back up by Alyssa Taylor. Alyssa looks. Puts the ball to Yazzie. Jalea back around. Faith Silva for three. It is up and good. Faith Silva with her second three in the ball game and her 8th point. Tech has its biggest lead right now, 21-17. Golden Bears with a 4-point advantage. Eagles with the ball at the 5:27 mark in the first half. Shot inside from top, and it is up and good for Katie Jo Moore. That is her 6th point in the second quarter, her 13th point in the ball game. 5'6" sophomore. Playing herself a nice game. Tech still leads by a couple. Yazzie with the ball. Fishes it out, or dishes it out over the right side. Now they go to Hedrich. Hedrich spin move inside, and an offensive foul is called on Alva. Alva spins around. Here's the replay on it. You look, she goes, and then drops the shoulder, and that's where they got her on that offensive foul when the shoulder dropped. So Alva Hedrich has picked up her 2nd personal. Score remains 21-19. Clock starts to turn. We're in the second quarter. 4 minutes, 57 seconds. And counting. Down underneath. Shot up. Won't go for McCallum May. And Tech comes up court with the ball. Faith Silva, the junior, who has 2 threes and 8 points. Looks for another three, and there it is. 3 threes in the game for Faith Silva. Tech's lead 24-19. Down court, shot is up and good. And who else? Katie Jo Moore. Down court, no good for Tech, but it will be a foul shooting opportunity for Alyssa Taylor. Here's the three again for Faith Silva. Right side wing, looks at it, dribbles, and nothing but the net. 3 threes in the game, 11 points for Faith Silva. And at the line will be Alyssa Taylor. She'll shoot 2. And the personal foul is whistled on Michaela May. And that is her second. First foul shot for Alyssa Taylor is good. Second foul shot for Alyssa is up and good. Tech 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tech 7 of 8 from the foul line, and their biggest lead in the ball game is right now 26-21. Coming up on the midway point in the second quarter, and it is Tech. It's been their quarter so far, up 26-21. Baseline 2 is nothing but an air ball, and Silva will bring it up court. Faith Silva from New Mexico looks at another 3. That one is short, and the rebound is taken away by Katie Jo Moore. Katie Jo will bring the ball up court, dribbles with her right hand, now goes across the top. Katie Jo tries to go, kick and a travel on the kick out. And she had it set up. Madison Ward was open over there, just took an extra step. Emily Witt has checked back in for Tech, giving Yazzie a breather. And it is Johnson, 5'6" sophomore with the ball. Kavisha looks over to Faith Silva. Silva over to Janiyah Berry. Kick out. Left alone is Berry for 2. That one won't go. Rebound underneath. Shot is up and in, and count that for Janiyah Berry. And Janiyah will get her first points in the game. Tech's lead is 7, 28-21. Eagles with the ball on the left side of the floor. Now back across. They'll go across the paint. Shot in the air, no good. And the ball is picked up by Tech. 2:50 to go. Clock turns. Tech up 28-21. And Faith Silva with the basketball. Bounce pass to Berry. Berry underneath. Shot won't go. No whistle, no foul. And it'll be taken away by Alice Lloyd. Bounce pass, left side. Now back up to the top. Inside shot from the foul line is no good, and the rebound is into the hands of Alyssa Taylor to Kavisha Johnson. Johnson drives, double team, kicks it back out, up to Berry. They'll go back around, and Silva steps inside. Shot is blocked and a foul, and Faith Silva will go to the line. Here it is. Kick out. Now they'll go over to the left. Now back up to Silva. Silva steps inside, and from the elbow, that's where the foul occurred. And it sends Faith Silva, the 5'6" junior, up to the foul line for the first time this afternoon. 7-point lead for Tech. It's the biggest lead in the ball game. Silva's first shot is up and good. 8-point advantage for Tech. And Silva's going to try to make this a 9-point advantage. And she will. Tech has outscored Alice Lloyd 19-10 in this quarter. 1:55 to play. Alice Lloyd with the ball to Cash. Cash hangs in the air, pumps it over to Tori Hampton. Back across, right side, 3 is no good. Ball taken away, Silva with the basketball. Faith comes up court, half court line, looks over to the right, over to Taylor. Alyssa Taylor's shot is no good. And Bailey Brainerd, 6'1" senior, on the rebound. Rebound over to Cash. Cash drives inside. The basket's going to count on a foul. And we'll see. So here comes Cash inside with the ball. Through the paint she goes. And right there was the foul. And the basket is good for Hannah Cash. And that is her first basket. The personal is on Kavisha Johnson. So Cash goes to the line. And it's good. Hannah Cash with an old school 2-and-1 3. Lead is 6 for Tech, 30-24. Janaea Berry around to Faith Silva. Faith with her left hand looks down into the corner to Berry. Berry across the paint, kick out right side, 3 in the air, strong. Rebound to be taken away and saved by Tech, but right into the hands of the Eagles. And Hannah Cash is inside. Shot for Hannah Cash, no good. Rebound taken by Madison Thompson, and Madison cannot hold on to it as she steps out of bounds. 52.9 seconds remaining. Kiera Richmond is going to come back into the ball game for Tech, and she will give Alea Yazzie a breather for the rest of the first half of this ball game. And Tech with a 6-point lead, 22 seconds on the shot clock. And that is the third 3 in the quarter for Faith Silva, and the fourth 3 in the ball game. 33-24. Faith Silva, 12, 14, 15, 16 points. And the shot is up and good for Cash for 3. So Hannah Cash, who had not scored up until the last few seconds, has now put 5 quick points on the board and almost steals the ball away, and will steal the ball with 10 seconds to go. Cash off of the glass. 7 points for Hannah Cash in about 25 seconds, 33-29. And at the buzzer, it is good if it goes, and will not. Halftime, 33-29. Tech has the lead as they head to the locker room. Biggest lead in the ball game has been 9 for Tech. And they're up 33-29 as they go to the locker room. We'll take a break. We're back with our halftime show here on Video Productions.
Window World of Beckley, we know windows.
Did you know that Window World has sold over 3 million windows nationwide?
That's a lot of windows and a lot to satisfy customers.
Choose from picture, bay, bow, sliding and double hung windows and more.
Our windows are backed by the Good Housekeeping Seal of Approval, and we have a lifetime warranty.
There's never been a better time than now to buy windows.
Call Window World today, 1-800-NEXT-WINDOW for your free estimate.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Halftime here at the Convention Center, and WVU Tech with a 33-29 lead. Tech outscored Alice Lloyd in the second quarter 22-18, and really it was 22-11 until Hannah Cash came alive there in the last minute or so of the second quarter. And the 5'5" senior, who had not scored in the ball game, had an old school 3, an outside 3, and a 2 off of a steal. So she scores 8 points in about the span of 45 or 50 seconds, and really gets Alice Lloyd back into this ball game, trailing only by 4 points, 33-29. Tech for the first half of the game. Second quarter of the ball game, shot 6 of 15, 40% from the floor. And for the game, 33.3%. Alice Lloyd in the second quarter, 8 of 14, 57.1%. And for the game, 46.4%. Alice Lloyd with 18 rebounds, Tech with 18 rebounds, 15 defensive rebounds for Alice Lloyd, 12 defensive rebounds for Tech. 6 offensive rebounds for the Golden Bears as compared to 3 offensive rebounds for the Eagles. 12 turnovers for Alice Lloyd, 8 turnovers for WVU Tech. Tech with 8 assists, Alice Lloyd with 9 assists, 6 steals by Alice Lloyd, 4 steals by Tech. Each team had a blocked shot, and nobody in any major foul trouble. Tech with is that anybody with 2? Yep, they do, and that would be Tech's Alba Hedrich has 2 personals. We'll look at the rest of it. 10 of 30 for Tech in the first half. 3-point land, 4 of 13. And all of those belong to Faith Silva, who is the leading scorer in the ball game. Faith, 5 of 11 from the field, 4 of 8 from outside of 3. And a couple foul shots, 2 of 2. Tech, 9 of 10 from the foul line. And Alice Lloyd, their only shot was the one that Hannah Cash made, so they are 1 and 1 from the foul line. 100%, of course, they only shot the one. The Tech 9 out of 10 from the charity stripe. It was 11-11 after 1. Tech outscores Alice Lloyd 22-18 in the second half and takes a 33-29 lead into the locker room. Points in the paint, Tech 12, Alice Lloyd 10. Points off turnover, Tech 13, Alice Lloyd 6. Second chance points, Tech 4, Alice Lloyd 2. Fast break points, Tech 6, Alice Lloyd 2. Bench points, Tech 7, Alice Lloyd none. We've had 2 ties. We've had the 1 lead change, and the largest lead for Alice Lloyd was 6, and that came at the 3:54 mark in the first half. And the largest lead by WVU Tech was 9, and that came at the 2:14 mark in the second. And that was right before Hannah Cash got going with 8 points to trim things down. So Tech has the lead. We're at the half. It's 33-29. More of the halftime show coming up after this on Video Productions.
Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment Champion Mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, home-style food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmered chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99, or perfectly golden fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup. Come fill up on favorites without emptying your wallet. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
Dad, what is a backflow prevention device?
Well, it's a device that's used to protect water supplies from contamination or pollution in homes or businesses.
Is that why you were talking to that man?
Well, he was a certified plumber from Modley's Plumbing and Heating. Modley's is fully licensed and insured in testing, installation, and service of backflow prevention devices. I just call 304-253-HELP, and they'll take care of it the right way.
I thought it was something for the car, so Mom wouldn't hit the house again when she was backing up.
Unlock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or fund your next big project with a home equity line of credit with a great low intro rate. Visit your local branch to get started. City National Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Learn more at homeequity.bankatcity.com.
Nachos, better with Pepsi.
Halftime at the Convention Center in Beckley. WVU Tech with a 33-29 lead over Alice Lloyd College out of Pippa-Passes, Kentucky. And a ball game that was a little bit more stretched out of this until Hannah Cash loosened up with about 2 minutes to go in the second. Tech had a 9-point lead And Hannah Cash had an old school three with a 2 and an and 1. Then the next time up court, she knocks down a 3. And a couple plays later, she steals the ball and goes off of the glass for 2. And she put 8 points in about a 50-second span of time on the board and trimmed the lead down. And Tech had a 9-point lead. Now they're ahead 33-29. The leading scorer in the ball game is Faith Silva. Faith, 4 of 8 from outside of the 3-point circle. And 2 of 2 from the foul line. So she has 16 points. 15 points belongs to Katie Jo Moore. For Alice Lloyd, Katie Jo, 7 of 9 from the field. 1 of 1 from outside the circle, has not been to the foul line. She is 0 and 0. Matter of fact, Alice Lloyd has only shot 1 foul shot, and that is the and 1 situation for Hannah Cash. So Tech has the lead at the break, 33-29. And when you show up here at the convention center, it's sometimes you see people that you don't see, and I haven't seen Doug Trail in 10 years or so. Doug was an assistant with Wayne Ryan at Summers County High School, and part of that, well, they won 5 state championships in a row and 105 consecutive games that they won. And Ashley Brown is an assistant coach, or who is Roger Hodges' assistant coach, and Coach Hodge is from Summers County as well. So there's a little bit of a Summers County connection there, but it was good to see Doug, who's over behind the Tech bench this afternoon. As I said, was part of that very impressive run that Wayne Ryan and the Summers County Lady Bobcats had back in the late part of the 2006, 7, 8, 9, up in that area. And the incredible things that they did, winning 5 state championships. But good to see Doug. For WVU Tech, after today, we'll grab their schedule and tell you where they're going to be playing. Tech is in Bluefield on December the 17th. And that'll be at Bluefield University in Bluefield, Virginia. And that'll be next Saturday. And then that's a 2 o'clock game in the afternoon. And on December the 19th, they're in Dayton, Tennessee. And then we'll take a few days off for the Christmas break. Tech will be back here on December the 30th to take on Thomas More University, and that'll be a 2 o'clock game. 33-29, more of our halftime show after this on Video Productions.
Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Christmas time is upon us, and Hometown Kia of Beckley wants to make your Christmas red, white, and green this year. Green in savings on a new Kia at Hometown Kia. Reindeer aren't a dependable form of transportation anymore, but an all-new Kia Telluride is. Right now, the staff at Hometown Kia are ready to step up and help Santa make your Christmas bright with a purchase or lease on a new Kia. Don't let the Grinch steal your Christmas savings. Keep that money in your stocking this year. Savings this big won't fit in Santa's bag. So you need to get out to Hometown Kia today or online at hometownkia.com.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia high school athletics and our area student athletes. Beckley Auto Mall, with 3 locations for your convenience. 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley, 199 Rogers Street, Princeton, and 368 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Beckley Auto Mall at West Virginia student athletes, a winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
About 90 seconds to go on our halftime clock as Tech is out loosening up on the left side of the floor, which for those that are familiar with the Armory or the Convention Center is the open end. And Alice Lloyd toward the closed end or the round end of the facility. And they'll switch ends, of course, as Tech will be heading toward the open end when play starts. And I believe it'll be Alice Lloyd's possession out of the half, and that is correct. So Alice Lloyd will have possession to start play in the second half of the ball game as they trail 33-29. 16 points for Faith Silva and Katie Jo Moore with 15 points to lead the way for Alice Lloyd. Both teams will come back out on the floor. Tech comes out first. John Mills, the head coach of Alice Lloyd, still with his girls gathered around him. I was going to say he's got the whiteboard out, but that looks like more of a legal tablet and a Sharpie that he's working with over there as he's still drawing up the play. So now the Eagles will be released, and Katie Jo Moore, the 5'6" sophomore, will come over and do the inbound. And we're ready to go with the third quarter. 33-29, 4-point lead for Tech. Their biggest lead has been 9. Hannah Cash with the ball. Around, underneath, nowhere to go. Now, nice move. Shot won't fall, but the Eagles will come back out of there with it, and the pass is stolen away. Johnson on the steal for Tech. Havisha down court. Gets some defense. Now they'll look down underneath, and shot up off the glass. Count the 2 for Alyssa Taylor. Taylor did a good job getting free down underneath for the 2. 35-29. And underneath, it'll be Bailey Brainerd. Brainerd forces her way around inside. Shot won't go. Picks it back up. Kick out for 3. No good. Over the back and no call. And the ball will be taken away by Alyssa Taylor for Tech. Golden Bears with the ball up court. Shot in the air. No good. Whistle and a foul. And it'll send Tech up to the line. Here's the replay on it. Down court. And the shot taken by Yazzie. And it's the second personal on the Hannah Cash. Yazzie's first one is no good. Tech had only missed 1 foul shot in the first half. Valea Yazzie from Halk, Arizona misses her first foul shot. Gets the second one to fall through. And Tech's lead is 36-29. 9 minutes to go. Third quarter here at the Convention Center. Tech's first time playing on their home court this season. They've played at Appalachian Bible College at the Gilmore Center. There are other games. And actually down at Bluefield. That game in Bluefield was actually a home game for Tech. The Eagles with the ball. Cash for 3. She got hot late in the second quarter and continues here in the third as Hannah Cash makes this a 4-point ball game, 36-32. Faith Silva has 16 points to lead the way, has the ball. Now out front, 3 in the air, but Yazzie is no good. And who is it? Hannah Cash pushes the ball up floor, looks to the left alone for a 3, and it won't go. And Alva Hedrick cannot hold on to it, as it'll roll off of her fingertips. One official says the ball belongs to Tech, and then they gather up and get the correct call, and it is Alice Lloyd's ball. 36-32. Eagles ready to go on the inbound. Torrey Hampton looks for some help, dumps it in, gets the ball to Madison Thompson. Thompson to Cash. Cash for three. It's up and good. Hannah Cash with her third three in the ball game. 36-35, a 1-point lead for Tech, and they have the ball. Over to Yazzie. Yavela Yazzie for three. It's up and good. Valela Yazzie, 5'4" junior, knocks down a huge three, and Tech stretches their lead back out 39-35. Inside, shot won't go for Alice Lloyd, and the rebound is taken away by Hedrich. Down court. Yazzie almost loses the ball. It goes on the ground. She comes back out of there with it now. Alice Lloyd, and the ball stolen away back by Tech and then lost out of bounds. And we have an injury. Torrey Hampton might have got a knee to the head or something like that. Here's the shot that is up and good for Yazzie. And now they're attending to Torrey Hampton. 39-35, 7:16 to play. And it has been the Hannah Cash show for Alice Lloyd from about the 2-minute mark in the second. And up here for about 3 minutes. In about a 5-minute span of time, actual playing time, Hannah Cash has 10, 12, 14 points. She had no points up till about the 2-minute and 30-second mark in the second. And now she has 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 39-35. And they got Torrey Hampton up. And Torrey is okay. And they'll take her off. And who is in for Hampton is going to be Shelby Stewart. Cash with the ball out to Moore. Katie Joe. Shot is up and good for Katie Joe Moore. 2-pointer for Katie Joe. That is her 17th point in the ball game. 39-37. Tech up by 2. Yazzie. Cross. Looks down underneath. Hedrick's shot is up and good. And an and one. Give the assist to Yazzie. And give the 2, and here we go. There was the assist right inside Yazzie. Shot off of the glass is up and good for Hedrick, and the and one. Little General on the replays, and it is up and good for Alva Hedrick. She has 5 points in the game, and that's Tech's lead, 42-37. 12-foot shot from the left side is no good. Ball controlled and taken away by Alyssa Taylor. Taylor will bring the ball up court for Tech. Kicks it out over the right side. Silva for 3. It is an air ball that's gathered up by Shelby Stewart. To Hannah Cash on the left side of the floor. Cash has her pocket almost picked. And the ball on the floor. And it's a timeout by Tech. And it's going to be Tech's ball. Head coach John Mills arguing that it should have been a jump ball situation. He's not going to win that argument, but he's arguing it anyway. 42-37, 6:20 to play. On a timeout. WVU Tech 9-3 on the season. Alice Lloyd 8-1 on the year. Tech trying to put a halt to a 2-game losing streak. They lost over in Rio Grande, Ohio on the 3rd. The University of Rio Grande 91-68. And up in Youngstown just got throttled by Youngstown State 102-39. And playing here in the Armory for the first time this season. And they lead 42-37 and face Silva with the ball. Faith works around to the top, looks over. Yazzie can't get the shot, now dumps it off. Silva picks it up into the corner. They'll go down to Alva. Hedrich back out to Silva for 3, no good. Rebound taken away by Hannah Cash, the 5'5" senior. Jumps in and gets the ball. Cash up court with the ball. And Silva is going to be whistled for a foul. As she goes through Cash, and they get her on the personal. And that'll be the first foul on Faith Silva. We'll see it right here. Goes Faith, and there was the foul, not a shooting situation. 3 in the air from the left side is no good, and Hedrich on the rebound for Tech. And they'll go around to Kavisha Johnson, back to Hedrich. On the left side, over to Silva. Drives, looks down inside, and the ball is knocked around and knocked loose by Madison Thompson. So the end of the ball game is Hannah McCombson. And also Bailey Brainerd is back into the ball game. And Cash is one of the two that went out of the ball game. Hannah Cash, last 6 or 7 minutes, has played herself a heck of a ball game. 42-37, 5:26 to go in the third. Baseline jumper is no good. It's an air ball actually, and Faith Silva will take it and dumps the ball over on the right, and Faith has the ball now on the left side. Baseline three is no good, and picked up by Katie Jo Moore. Katie Jo pulls up. Shot for Katie Jo, no good, inside. And it'll be Shelby Stewart. Stewart can't get the shot, and now another foul, or another shot by Michaela May, and that's going to result in a foul. So Michaela should be at the foul line, 5'10" freshman. Emily Witt and Janaea Berry in. And out of the ball game will go Kavisha Johnson and Alyssa Taylor for the Golden Bears. Foul shot is up and good for Michaela May. First point in the game. Actually only the second foul shot in the ball game for Alice Lloyd. Hannah Cash made the other one. And now Michaela May has made both of them for Alice Lloyd. 42-39. 3-point advantage for Tech. Their biggest lead has been 9. Shortest lead has been 1. Now they'll get down inside to Hedrich. No good. And the ball will be into the hands of the Eagles, who could tie it up or take the lead. They could tie it with a 3. They trail 42-39. We're coming up on the 4-minute mark. And Brainerd thought about the 3. Then backs it back down, turns it back over to Katie Jo Moore. 8 seconds on the shot clock, and Katie rolls it off of her foot. 4 minutes, 11 seconds, clock is stopped. In the third quarter of a 42-39 ball game. Tech will inbound Faith Silva to Emily Witt. Emily, 5'8", and a junior from South Point, Ohio. Now they'll go back over to the left side to Silva. To Hedrich. Hedrich back out to Jana Berry. Berry back over to the right again to Emily Witt. Emily Witt back down underneath. And Hedrich, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul. And I'm going to tell you what, Michaela May, if that's on her, and it is, she must have got some arm. We'll look and see. Right there they go down. And then there's the foul, and Michaela was not happy with the call, and that's her third personal. Tech will do the inbound, and they'll get it back into Hedrich. Inside, outside to Witt. Emily. Now back over to the left. Skips it across court. Over to Faith Silva. And Shelby Stewart, I believe, is going to be whistled for the personal, and she will. That'll be her first. That is the 4th team foul here in the third quarter. Tech ahead 42-39. Inbound for Tech to Emily Witt. Witt works around the top, around the perimeter. Looks back. Hedrich, left elbow. Now drives to the basket. And a whistle and a foul on Cash. And on Hannah Cash, that should be her third as well, if that's who they're getting. And it is. And it was the third personal on Hannah Cash. Not a shooting situation. And it is Alva Hedrich at the foul line. So Hedrich has 2 coming her way. First one is good. Alba, 6'2", freshman out of Germany. Muke, Germany. I think I'm saying that properly. She makes both of them. She's 3 of 3 from the foul line. 5 points in the quarter, 7 points in the game. And a 5-point advantage for Tech, 44-39. 3 minutes, 15 seconds to go. In the third, baseline jumper from 8 feet away. Bailey Brainerd gets the easy 2, trims the lead to 3, 44-41. And Janaea Berry. And a whistle and a foul. And the personal's going to go on Bailey Brainerd, and that'll be her second. That is the 5th team foul in the third quarter, and it will put Janaea Berry to the line. Three-point lead, 44-41. Berry at the line for the first time this afternoon, spins around and goes. It didn't want to, but it took that extra turn and fell through. That's all that counts. Second one is nothing but the net. So 4 points for Berry. 5 points is the advantage. 46-41. 2:51 to play in the third. Good ball game so far. Down underneath, turn around, shot up off of the glass, no good. Rebound for Madison Thompson, and Maddie's going to be fouled, and she'll make a trip up to the foul line. And the personal's going to go on Emily Witt. So Emily has picked up her first foul. And Madison Thompson, 6-foot junior, at the foul line. The first time. And Alice Lloyd has not shot a lot of foul shots, but they've made them all. That is the 4th, and that is the 5th foul shot in the game out of 5 for Alice Lloyd. 46-43. 3-point lead. Tech with the ball to Kiera Richmond. Richmond fires it across to Emily Witt. Witt. They'll go to Taylor. Back out. Richmond for 3, no good. And on the floor, jump ball, and the possession belongs to Tech. (46-43), 2:15 to play. And the inbound for Tech to Yazzie. Bounces it down underneath. Turnaround shot. And the shot was before the shot clock. The buzzer that went off. The inbound will be Emily Witt. Witt pumps it in. Over to Alyssa Taylor. Ball knocked loose. Tech retains possession. And Tech will inbound to Alyssa Taylor. Taylor inside. Ball is knocked out, and a whistle and a foul. And an offensive foul called on Alyssa Taylor. Wow. Her first, 4th team foul. 2 minutes exactly to play in our third quarter of a 3-point ball game. So it was a 4-point ball game when the quarter started, and it's been pretty even back and forth. It's a 3-point affair, and the lead belonging to Tech. Strong cross-court pass for Alice Lloyd, and there is a whistle, and the personal's going to go. It's going to be on Kiera Richmond, 5'9" freshman from Shady. And that is Kiera's first foul. 15th foul. And the first missed foul shot of the afternoon comes off of the right hand of Hannah McCollumson. And a second foul shot won't go either. So McCollumson from Rockford, Illinois, misses the first foul shots of the day for Alice Lloyd. 46-43, 3-point lead for Tech. Golden Bears, Berry, step back. Shot in the air for two, won't go. Rebound fought for and taken away by the Eagles. It'll be Katie Jo Moore. Katie Jo drives, can't find anywhere, kicks the ball back out over to Brainerd. Brainerd drives to the basket. Bailey Brainerd with her 8th point in the contest. 1 point difference now, 46-45. We're under a minute to play in the third. Yazzie with the ball. Jalea Yazzie over to Kiera Richmond. Richmond underneath. Turnaround shot won't go for Hedrich, and the Eagles could take their first lead since late in the first quarter. And they will. Driving underneath, going baseline is Shelby Stewart. And it's 47-46. And the two gives the lead off to Alice Lloyd, and the shot by Tech won't go, and Alice Lloyd will have it for the last 16 seconds. A chance to build on that 1 point lead here late in the third. Katie Jo Moore with the basketball. Katie Jo drives inside. Shot for Katie Jo, no good. Hedrich on the rebound, and they'll go out. And Johnson lets it go at the buzzer, no good. 47-46, Alice Lloyd with the lead after 3. Fourth quarter coming up after this on Video Productions.
Unlock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or fund your next big project with a home equity line of credit with a great low intro rate. Visit your local branch to get started. City National Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Learn more at homeequity.bankatcity.com.
Little General Stores has served our hometowns for decades, providing those essential needs for the road of life. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. That's why they offer the LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks, coffee, and even discounts on fuel. Rest assured, you'll leave knowing they have your needs covered. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Ready to go at the start of the fourth. A 1 point advantage for Alice Lloyd, 47-46. Outscoring Tech 18-13 in the third. Hannah Cash was Katie Jo Moore with 17 points. Hannah Cash has 14 to lead the way for Alice Lloyd. Tech led in scoring still by Faith Silva with 16, all of those in the first half. And Cash will have the ball. We're ready to go for the fourth quarter. The ball is kicked away by Tech. Tech in that quarter 3 of 13 from the field. Alice Lloyd 6 of 18 from the field. Alice Lloyd 41.3% from the game, and Tech 30.2% for the game. Cash with the ball up top, over to Brainerd. Kaylee down inside, shot is no good. Rebound pulled away by Allison Taylor. Correction, it's Alyssa Taylor, not Allison. Down court, face Silva for three, won't go. Rebound by Bailey Brainerd, 6'1" senior. And up court will be Cash. That's 14 points in the game. It's a 1 point advantage, 47-46, and Cash steps inside. Baseline jumper is in the air, no good. And Brainerd inside will get it to go. Bailey with now 10 in the ball game. And Alice Lloyd's lead is 49-46. Faith Silva. Alamogordo, New Mexico. They'll lead the ball off to the left side. A three spins around and won't go. And it'll be taken away by who else for Alice Lloyd, but Hannah Cash. Back up top, up to Brainerd. Brainerd back over to Cash. Hannah finds a little room, whip pass over to the left. 3 in the air, spins around. That one was halfway down the cylinder and comes back out. And Tech gets the rebound. Down court, it'll be Hedrich. And Hedrich just couldn't gather it up. You'll see, pass to Hedrich, who never could gather it up. But it is, it's going to be knocked out. Tech remains in possession. Little General instant replay here on Video Productions. 49-46, inbound to Hedrich. Double team, low post. Now tries to work her way through, gets the ball away, and then throws it away right into the hands of Tori Hampton. Hampton up for Cash, bounce pass, right side. It'll be Maddie Thompson for 2. Thompson short, and the rebound taken away by Alyssa Taylor. Taylor over to the right side, over to Kavisha Johnson. Kavisha inside, outside, back up to Hedrich. Now they'll go to Yazzie, and the 3 for Yazzie is off of the mark right. Ball on the floor. Cash somehow gets rid of it. Puts the ball back around. The Eagles will bring the ball up court. Tori Hampton back up to Cash on the left side. Right at the Golden Bear on the floor. Cash directs a little traffic. They'll slow things down. Hannah McMullison. Now over to the right side to Tori Hampton for 2. Tori Hampton with a huge 2. 5'8" senior. Stretches the lead out to 5, 51-46. And now down inside, we're going to have a whistle and a foul called on Alice Lloyd. And that'll be her 4th foul, and that is Michaela May, who's picked up her 4th foul. Tech trailing 51-46. 7 minutes to play. Inbound to Johnson. Right side baseline. Johnson works it back up top. Faith Silva for 3. That one is short. Ball is tipped around and on the ground. And timeout has been asked for and granted. Woo! That was close. That one was close. 51-46. And we have a break. And we'll just stay here, 51-46. It's only a 30-second break. So Tech has been outscored 4-1 in this quarter. And in the second half, Tech has been outscored 22-13. Actually, when I say Tech has been outscored 4-1, they've been outscored 4-0 here in the third, and 22-13 in the second half. Tech had the lead at the break, 33-29. Now they trail 51-46, 6:51 to go. Tech with the ball. Inbound to Taylor, and she can't hold on to it. And they'll tie each other up. The Golden Bears will retain possession. Inbound will be from Faith Silva. 5'6" junior, had 16 in the first half, has not scored a single point here in the second half, but they've done a pretty good job keeping her away from the ball a lot. Kick out, now Faith Silva, right side 3, up and good. And for Silva, that is her 5th 3 in the game, 51-49. 2-point lead. Huge shot for Faith Silva. Here's Alice Lloyd up top. Cash tries to answer the 3. Can't. But the rebound is taken away by Alice Lloyd. Baseline 2. Spins around. Won't go. Kavisha Johnson on the rebound. She'll run it up court. Yazzie left alone. Up top. Faith Silva steps away. Can't see an open shot for the 3. Will back it back down. Brings the ball right side. Down in the corner. Baseline 3 for Yazzie. No good. Underneath. Shot is up and in. Kavisha Johnson off of the miss. And a 5-0 run for Tech ties the ball game at 51 apiece. 5:44 to play. Cash with the ball for Alice Lloyd. So out of the timeout, Tech goes on a 5-0 run. Alice Lloyd, shot is no good. Faith Silva on the rebound. Faith, right side of the court. 19 points in the game. Silva works her way around. Tough defense being applied by Madison Ward. Now down underneath. And nowhere to go, and now a kick out. Now Silva left alone for three. There it is. 6 threes in the ball game. Faith Silva, Tech on an 8-0 run, leads 54-51. And a timeout. And here is the last shot by Silva. Down in the corner, and she was as deep as you could go and nothing but net. 54-51. Tech on an 8-0 run, and they lead now by 3 points. We have a timeout on the floor. We'll take a quick break as well. This is Tech basketball here on Video Productions.
Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia High School athletics and our area student athletes. Beckley Auto Mall with 3 locations for your convenience. 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley, 2723 Old Bluefield Road in Princeton, and 368 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia student athletes, a winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
As a former college football player, I realized that sports-related injuries can happen real fast. Hello, I'm Dr. Gross. If your child or grandchild is dealing with sports-related injuries, or maybe you're dealing with something that just won't go away, call me today and I can help you get back on the playing field. To better serve you, see us at one of our 3 locations in Beckley, Whipple, and Sophia at the numbers listed below. So take care of yourself. You deserve it.
Back here at the Convention Center, 54-51. Tech ahead by 3 on an 8-0 run. Couple threes by Faith Silva. And baseline for Alice Lloyd. And I'm going to tell you something, Hannah Cash has 3 threes in the half, 4 threes in the ball game, and we're tied at 54 apiece. Silva goes inside, and they're going to say it's a jump ball. And here is that 3 in the corner for Cash. Hannah Cash had not scored a point up until about the 2.5 point or minute mark in the second quarter, and she came alive. And now has 17 points. And the foul is on Madison Thompson. That'll be her second. And the first team foul here in the fourth quarter. Tech and Alice Lloyd all tied at 54 apiece with 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go in regulation. This one, it's just one of these games. It's just back and forth. And it is another 3 for Faith Silva. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have her for 7 threes, and it's a 3-point advantage, 57-41. Down underneath, inside, and a nice 2 for Bailey Baynard. Katie Jo Moore on the assist. 1-point ball game, 57-56. Hedrich back out. Yazzie, right side, back up to Hedrich. Hedrich doesn't know, looks. They'll go over to the left side to Kavisha Johnson. Johnson back to Hedrich, down underneath. Hedrich turns around inside, scoop, no good. Ball tipped around, controlled by the Eagles, Katie Jo Moore. Alice Lloyd could retake the lead, and they have it into the hands of the hottest player on the team right now, scoring-wise. Basically, it's Hannah Cash. Katie Jo for 3, won't go, gets her own rebound, follows in. Scoop is up and good. Katie Jo Moore gives Alice Lloyd the lead back by a point, 58-57, with 2 minutes and 46 seconds to go in the ball game. Underneath, shot, whistle, foul, and at the line is going to be Janaea Berry. And there's Katie Joe coming in, following her own shot. She knew it wasn't on. She followed her own shot, gets the rebound, as you saw in the replay, and puts it back up and in. And at the line is Janaea Berry, shooting 2. First one for Janaea won't go. Second one, if it goes, will give us a tie at 58 apiece. Second one spins around. It didn't want to go, but finally falls through. Personals on Maddie Thompson, and that was her third. That ties the game at 58 apiece with 2:41 to play. Biggest lead by Tech was 9 points in the second. Biggest lead by the Eagles was 6 points back in the first. And this thing has been back and forth the whole time. Baseline jumper up and good. Huge shot for Shelby Stewart for 3. And it's 61-58. 2 minutes and some change to go in the game. And Faith Silva has the ball. Silva for 3. Won't go, but she's going to be fouled. And the personal is going to go on Shelby Stewart. And it'll put Faith Silva at the line, shooting 3. So the personal is on Stewart, and here we'll see it. We just did see it, I guess. So at the line will be Silva for 3. There's the first one, won't go. Here is the foul, and she was shooting 3, and they stepped in and get the personal. So Faith will miss the first one. Silva ready to go. Second foul shot, no good. And she has one more. And gets the third one to fall. The first 2 for big misses for Tech. 61-59. 2-point lead for Alice Lloyd. The Eagles. Cash underneath. Nice play. And Cash feeds it over to Bailey Brainerd, who's left alone on the left side, and Bailey lays it off the glass. 63-59, 1:37 to go. Tech trailing. And they have the ball over into the corner double team. Now back out to Hedrich. Hedrich underneath. And the ball is going to be a turnover. 1:23 to go. And now the Eagles can work on some clock. Cash with the basketball. Turns it around, puts it into the hands. Katie Jo Moore. Now back over to Cash. 14 on the shot clock. Cash inside. Back out. Baynard. Spin move underneath. And the shot off of the glass is up and good, and that might be enough for Alice Lloyd. 65-59. It's a 6-point lead. And inside, Faith Silva for 2. And a timeout asked for by Tech. So we have a timeout on the floor, 65-61, 4-point lead, and a timeout. We'll take a break as well. We're back after this on Video Productions.
Lock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or fund your next big project with a home equity line of credit with a great low intro rate. Visit your local branch to get started. City National Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Learn more at homeequity.bankatcity.com.
Little General Stores has served our hometowns for decades, providing those essential needs for the road of life. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. That's why they offer the LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks, coffee, and even discounts on fuel. Rest assured, you'll leave knowing they have your needs covered. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
51.2 seconds remaining in regulation of a 4-point ball game. And now a timeout has been asked for by John Mills. Out of the timeout, Coach Mills wanted to see what Tech was set up in. And he calls a quick timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. As they're gathering around Coach Mills over on the right there in front of the Golden Bear insignia on the floor here at Dave Barksdale Court. 65-61. It's a 4-point lead. Tech trying to go 10-3 on the season. Alice Lloyd trying to go 9-1 on the year. Tech also trying to go 4-1 in the conference. And Alice Lloyd trying to go 4-0. Inside of the facility, all decorated up. They had an event here last night. Once that was over with, they put the floor down. And inbound, and the ball will be into the hands of Cash, and the foul is going to go on Yazzie, and that'll be her first. So the floor comes back up. I think they have another event in here tomorrow. And I know Monday they have the Spirit of Beckley Award, which will go to longtime broadcasters, Bill and Lynn O'Brien. And they'll have to take the floor back up for that event. That place, it'll be about 1,100 folks in here on Monday night. And that'll be the second personal on Yazzie. And the inbound will go to Cash. Clock turns at 41 seconds. And a whistle and a foul. Tech's just going to foul away until they can get the ball back. Not a shooting situation again. Foul's called on Yazzie. That'll be her third. Zavalea, Halk, Arizona, has become the designated fouler. The last. Now there's a conversation going on the time on the clock. So John Mills and Roger Hodge both gathered around the clock operator, which is Bobby Smith, who's one of the best. I can almost tell you, Bobby Smith. It's right. If Bobby Smith's running the clock, and Rita Burleson on the book on the far side. If there is a scorebook Keepers Hall of Fame, she ought to be in it. Because they don't get much better than Rita. And the inbound and a whistle, and this foul is going to go on Faith Silva. And that'll be her second. And the third part of that trio over there is Kenny Burleson, who kind of takes care of a lot of things, including the shot clock. Now Alice Lloyd will get the ball in. And a whistle and a foul called on Tech. And that's Alyssa Taylor. That'll be her second and fifth team foul in the quarter. Now it's going to send Michaela May, the 5'10 freshman, to the line. And Michaela's a perfect 2 of 2. Make it 3 of 3 from the foul line. And it's 66-61, a 5-point lead. May tries to make it a 6-point lead and calmly does so. 4 of 4 from the foul line, 67-61. Yazzie with the ball over the right side, up top to Johnson. Johnson steps in, looks down underneath. Shot no good. Rebound will be taken away by Katie Jo Moore. And a foul is going to go on Tech. Tech's just about to run out of time on this one. 67-61, 21.8 seconds. And the foul's going to go on Johnson. That'll be her third. Give Alice Lloyd credit. This has kind of been a game of runs to some extent. And that should do it. Alice Lloyd's Katie Jo Moore, her first trip to the foul line. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 19. I have her with 20, make it 21 for the 5'6" sophomore. And a timeout has been asked for. It's an 8-point lead, 69-61. Roger Hodge gathers his troops around him. It's a 30-second timeout. After today, Tech will be, actually they have a week off. And we'll head down to Bluefield, Virginia to take on Bluefield University. And that is not Bluefield State. That is Bluefield University over in Virginia. And that'll be on the 17th. And then on the 19th, Tech will be at Bryan College in Dayton, Tennessee. Then they'll have 11 days off. They'll take a break for the Christmas holiday. Be back here on the 30th to take on Thomas More University. 20 seconds to go in the contest. Faith Silva backs back out. Silva, double team. Ball is tipped around, and the Eagles will have it, and they can just run the clock out. Well, not going to let it happen. Personal's going to go on Alyssa Taylor. That'll be her third. It'll send Hannah Cash to the foul line. And give credit to Hannah Cash. She's the one that got Alice Lloyd back in this game when Tech had a 9-point lead in the second quarter with about 2.5 minutes or so to play. And Hannah Cash knocks down 8 points in the late part of the second quarter to kind of get Alice Lloyd back in their rhythm a little bit. And she got them back in. The halftime lead was 33-29. She's had 3 threes here in the second half. Knocks down her first foul shot. So 19 points. 2, 4, 7, 8, 10, 19. Driving the other way. Shot is up and is good for Kavisha Johnson. And that will do it. 71-63. Alice Lloyd gets the win over WVU Tech. Our postgame show on the air after this on Video Productions.
Window World of Beckley, we know windows.
Did you know that Window World has sold over 3 million windows nationwide?
That's a lot of windows and a lot to satisfy customers.
Choose from picture, bay, bow, sliding and double hung windows and more.
Our windows are backed by the Good Housekeeping Seal of Approval, and we have a lifetime warranty.
There's never been a better time than now to buy windows.
Call Window World today, 1-800-NEXT-WINDOW for your free estimate.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
And the game is over here in the Convention Center, 71-63. We'll take a look at our stats as they make their way across from the other side. Tech got outscored in the fourth quarter of this ball game, 24-17. And it was 11-11 after one. And here's the final stat sheet in this ball game, 11-11 after one. WVU Tech outscores Alice Lloyd in the second, 22-18. Alice Lloyd outscores Tech in the third, 18-13. And Alice Lloyd outscores Tech in the fourth and final quarter of the game, 24-17. And they take the 71-63 win. Faith Silva is the leading scorer in the ball game. She had 28 points, 9 of 19 from the field, 7 of 15 from the foul or from outside of the circle, 3 of 5 from the foul line. So it was Faith Silva with 28. Kavisha Johnson had 10 to lead WVU Tech. Over on the other side, Katie Jo Moore had 21 points, Hannah Cash had 19, and Bailey Brainerd had 16 to lead Alice Lloyd. And for the game, Alice Lloyd shoots 43.5% from the floor, 40% from outside of the three-point circle, and 84.6% from the foul line. For Tech, they shoot 33.9% from the floor, 29.6% from outside of the circle, and 77.3% from the foul line. Tech with 34 rebounds. They got out-rebounded 40-34. And defensive rebounds 28-24. The advantage belongs to Alice Lloyd. Turnovers 16 for Alice Lloyd, 15 for Tech. Tech had 15 assists. Alice Lloyd had 16 assists. And 28 points for Faith Silva, 10 for Kavisha Johnson. Edrich had 7. Whitt and Berry with 5 apiece. Yazzie and Taylor had 4 apiece. Points in the paint, Alice Lloyd 24, Tech 22. Points off of turnovers, Tech 20. Alice Lloyd 12. Second chance points, Alice Lloyd 13, Tech 9. Fast break points, Tech 6, Falcons 2, or Eagles 2. Bench points, Tech 10, Alice Lloyd 9. We had 5 ties, 4 lead changes. The largest lead by Alice Lloyd was 10 in the fourth, and the largest lead by Tech was 9 in the second. So your final score 71-63, and the win belongs to Alice Lloyd. We'll wrap it up after this on Video Productions.
Every year, the big banks raise their fees while reducing the services they provide. How do they get away with that? If you were to join Pioneer Community Bank, your money would stay right here, supporting a local business, which results in lower fees and better customer service for you. Sounds like a plan. So you're not really stuck with the big banks and their policies. Keep your money where it belongs, right here with Pioneer Community Bank. Pioneer Community Bank with locations in Beckley, Yeager, Sophia, Moore, and Welch. Member FDIC.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
My name is Hank, and I'm coming clean. Everyone I know thinks I know something about plumbing. Oh, I look the part. I talk the talk. I have all the tools, snake, pipe wrenches, torches, but I can't fix anything. I can't even flush a toilet. What they don't know is I've been calling Motley's Plumbing and Heating. They're fully licensed and insured. I just simply call 304-253-HELP, and here they come down the road to fix the problem. It just feels so good to get rid of the guilt.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, home-style food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmered chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99. Or perfectly golden fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup. Come fill up on favorites without emptying your wallet. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
And your final score, once again, Alice Lloyd 71, WVU Tech 63. Tech will be in Bluefield, Virginia, taking on Bluefield University next Saturday. And that will be a 2 o'clock game that you'll be able to see here on Video Productions. Ryan Dillon was our camera on this broadcast, and Nick Eskins, the producer. I'm Keith Thompson. We will see you, it'll be after Christmas if we're back in here doing a few more ball games. Until then, have a Merry Christmas, everybody. 71-63 your final. Alice Lloyd gets the win from the